And a good day to each and every one of you. J7409 Weather News, the name you know, the news you can use. Okay, I've got some of the latest briefings I'm going to go over. There's many more things that are coming out, but I'm just going to take this for 3 areas at a time today. As the storm moves more northward, I'll leave some out, put some more different ones in. Okay, now, so far as the storm down where I'm at, the rain has started off and on. The winds are no big deal right now. They picked up a little, but I should get most of my wind starting tonight, all day long tomorrow, and tomorrow night. This, my friends, is the high impact, long duration coastal storm into Saturday for the areas that you see going here into Boston, New Bedford, all of the areas, and some things have changed. Now you have hurricane force wind gusts. I kept telling you it was going to do that. Finally, the National Weather Service has put it out. Hurricane force wind gusts are likely across the Cape Islands, and property damage and numerous power outages are possible. Hurricane force wind watches across southeast New England waters, and winter storm watch has been issued for the east slopes of the Berkshires and Worcester Hills area. Now, here's what you got to really look for, okay? You got coastal flooding, okay? You got that coming up from late Friday morning into Friday night and the Saturday high tides. Now, for all the mariners and people out on the water, the marine people, you're going to have 25 to 35 foot seas across eastern waters, possible northeast wind gusts of 55 to 65 knots, and all coastal waters strongest wind gust. It's all the waters. If you live on the shoreline, get ready. It's going to probably happen. That's tomorrow, Friday into Saturday. Okay, the strong winds, you see all that. You're going to probably have power outages. It's Saturday into Sunday in this area for eastern Maryland and Rhode Island, and especially the Cape Islands. Heavy rain and flooding, that's probably going to happen too. That's Friday. Some river flooding is possible into the weekend. And the rain is going to change to snow. I told you this 2 days ago, but they're putting it out in the briefing to bring it to everyone's attention again, so I want to also. Rain changes to wet snow in some locations. Very low confidence on snow accumulations, but power outages possible if higher amounts occur. So you're going to have possible power outages when it's raining, when it's windy, or if it's snowing. I really don't think you're going to get that much snow. It's going to be wet snow. It's not going to be, the snow's not going to be a big problem for you, but there it is. The greatest risk of this snow is interior high terrain. It cannot be ruled out, though, across other locations. And it's also mainly Friday afternoon into Friday night. As we move on along here, this is very important. Significant coastal flooding. They're expecting it. The, the waves and the wind for anyone on the water is extreme. The wind damage for everybody is very significant. The flooding is elevated, and the wet snow is elevated also. So here we go with the surge. Wherever it's red, that's major storm surge that's going to come onto land. Pay attention, people. Look at there. You're going to have storm surge with flooding more than likely in these areas. And this, like Providence out here, I was talking about it just the other day. It don't have a rat's chance. It's going to get it, okay? As you come a little further down in this area, you have moderate to major flooding. Now, this surge, this coastal flood surge, 3 to 4 foot surge is expected. Okay? So, this is not anything to play with. You need to pay attention. Okay, as we're moving right along, here's the latest briefing, okay, for the Delaware and New Jersey areas. Okay, you can see all the areas that includes in here. But what's changed for these areas? Winter Storm Watch has expanded into Sioux County, New Jersey. High Wind Watch has expanded to include all areas outside of the Winter Storm Watch. Snow total slightly increased for the southern Poconos and the Lehigh Valley and northwest New Jersey. Okay, your winds should be strong north to northwest winds, sustained winds 20 to 35 miles per hour, gusts of 50 to 65. Location everywhere on the coast. The coast's going to get the strongest, but everywhere, people, okay? And the winds, this should happen to start increasing by tomorrow morning, peaking during the afternoon and evening, before diminishing slowly Friday night and Saturday. Your heavy rain starts late today, continues at times through tomorrow night. And where's that heavy rain? New Jersey and eastern Pennsylvania. Lesser amounts will be in Delmarva, okay? You do have that chance of flooding. Everywhere is acceptable, with the New Jersey and eastern Pennsylvania is most vulnerable. When would that occur? Late tonight and tomorrow. As we move on down, the coastal flooding, of course, we got the full moon and the high tides I've been talking about all week. Your snow Friday and Friday night, okay? And it could be plowable snow with slick roads and localized whiteout conditions at times. Where? Around the southern Poconos, northwest New Jersey, possibly as far south as Lehigh Valley. So, moving right along, the wind is significant in elevation, flooding significant. Stream and river flooded is elevated. The coastal flooding is significant, and the snow is elevated for the Poconos and northwest New Jersey. Here's what your map is looking like at this time. So people, please be aware of this and be ready. And this is for Long Island, New York. This is your latest briefing that came out at 6 a.m. this morning. What's changed for you guys in Long Island? High wind warning, eastern Long Island. New London, Connecticut, Friday and Friday night. Coastal flood warning, southern Queens, southern Nassau, Friday morning. Storm warning for Ocean, eastern Long Island, South Sound, Long Island Bay, Friday and Saturday morning. Here's your main points that we have to look at here. Okay, so far as the coastal impact, the inundation is 2 to 3 feet above the ground, and the location that we're looking at for all of this to happen is New York, New Jersey Harbor, South and East Bays, and the Sounds, as well as Jamaica Bay. Highest threat, South Queens, South Nassau. What time? Friday through Saturday. For everybody out in the water, and for all you mariners, wind gusts of 50 to 60 knots. The sea should be 9 to 16 feet on the ocean and 3 to 6 feet in the Sounds. And for all coastal waters, that's it. It's going to be that way Friday through Friday night. Your winds, 25 to 40 mile per hour winds sustained constantly with gusts of 50 to 70. So if it gets up to 70, 5 miles from being Category 1 hurricane strength. Now, where is it going to happen? Much of the region, highest threats eastern, Long Island, and New London, Connecticut, Friday through Friday night, and power outages are expected. If you get the snow, you could get 4 to 8 inches of heavy, wet snow, and the visibility could come down some, you know. Tree limbs might fall. Where's this going to happen? Orange, New York, Western Pacific, New Jersey, Friday through Friday night. And the rain, 2 to 3 inches. Much of the region everywhere. And if you live in a place that is prone to flooding, you probably will Friday through Friday night. Here we go. Your flooding is significant. Out in the water for all the mariners. Extreme. Wind damage is elevated. Heavy snow, elevated. Freshwater flooding, elevated. And there is a picture right here. You can see where they think the flooding is going to happen. If you live anywhere around these areas, go ahead and prepare and get ready, okay? There you have it. You can see it. So, with that all said and done, that is the latest briefings from these areas. Like I say, I'll start getting some first, but nothing like you guys. Mine's going to start later tonight and run through Friday night. Our rain has started. Our wind won't pick up till tomorrow and tonight. Probably tonight and tomorrow night. But by the time it gets to you guys, it's nothing for me because it's going to intensify the whole time as it goes up north. Take this into consideration. Please prepare now. I love you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbors. Pass this video along and please share it to help me keep other people aware and to keep everybody safe. Thanks for the comments and the upvotes. Love you guys. Peace, love, and kindness to all.